How are you guys? Let's wait a couple seconds for some people to get in here. Good to see y'all. How has everyone been? Talk with me in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. Hey. Hi, how you doing? Hey, Sebastian. Good to see you. How are you? How is everyone? I think I have... The chat might be a little weird in Twitch. I might have to do something in Twitch. The audio is a little soft? Okay, just 1 second. Let me check the audio. I'll be right back. I'm going to go check the audio real quick and take care of this Twitch problem. Oh. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Now let me know if the audio is good. I turned up the audio levels and I also fixed my Twitch problem. So hopefully now everything's working okay. I love troubleshooting, especially live. I love it when things go well. Hey Andrew, good to see you. Hey Sebastian. Oh good, Sebastian, it's perfect. Oh, thank goodness. Because I have a microphone right here. I'm not even using my webcam mics. I'm using like an what do you call it? Like an individual mic for this. So, and I have music playing in the background. So I'm hoping the music level and my voice level is like good levels for you guys. Yay! And then hopefully on the next live stream on Monday, I have a little surprise plan for you guys. So I'm looking forward to that. Yes, awesome. How you guys been? How is everyone doing? Have you guys had a good week so far? Let me know how you're doing. Let's see. I need to do a thumbnail pick. So what would be a good thumbnail pick? Something with the dragon? I don't know if you could see the dragon. Something with the dice? Ah. Okay. Nicole will pick one of those. Hey, Joe, how you doing? I know, Baccarat. I know. Maybe I'll do mini Baccarat on Monday for the Let's Play live stream. How you doing, Joe? Good to see you. So glad you were able to make it. Ooh, cool. Happy birthday, Sebastian. Hey, everyone, do me a favor if you're in the chat. Do an emoji for Sebastian for his birthday. Happy birthday, Sebastian. That's awesome. How old are you? Or do you not want me to ask? Hey, Rich. Good to see you. How you doing? How's your week been so far? Oh, not you? It's a friend? Oh, okay. I didn't see that part. My screen's a little weird. I'm trying to have like the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat on at the same time. The little chat application that I had where I could do both of them at the same time, it wasn't working very well. So I'm trying to do it this way. Oh, good. Cool. I'm glad the gym went well. Very cool. Awesome. So today we are doing Pai-Gow poker. We're going to be talking about the dragon hand. The last time I did a live stream with Pai-Gow poker, a lot of people had questions about the dragon hand. So I figured on our very first open classroom live stream, I would be talking about the dragon hand. Now, open classroom live stream, this live stream is a little different from our Let's Play live stream. So the Let's Play live stream is on Monday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that's our like fun party. Let's have fun. Let's get to know each other. Let's talk. You guys come, you guys play on my table. We all have fun. We all enjoy each other. That's what our Let's Play live stream is about. And on Thursdays at 2 p.m. right now is the open classroom live stream. And this is more of like a classroom setting. I wanted to answer your questions. I wanted to teach you guys the game, how to play the game, how to deal the game. If you had any questions particular about a specific thing in the game, I could go over it with you guys. When I do the Gaming 101, which is the next not live stream. It's the next series that I'm gonna have come out, and it's basically how to be a casino dealer. And when that happens, what I'm gonna do is on Thursdays, the Gaming 101 video will come out, and then the next Thursday after that, I'll have an open classroom live stream, and we'll go over everything that was gone over in the video beforehand, and I'll answer your questions, and we'll do like, you know, review of the subject and that kind of stuff. So that's what Thursdays are about. Hey Timeless, good to see you. Thanks for showing up, much appreciated. I'm doing good, thanks. We got the music playing, we got everything going on, got a lot of people on both YouTube and maybe Twitch, hopefully Twitch. I don't know, Twitch is new to me, so I'm still learning Twitch. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions about Pai-Gow Poker, go ahead and put it in the comments and I will answer that for you. Before we start, I need some water. And yeah, that'll give you guys some time to talk to me. Tell me how you're doing, how your week's going, how everyone is. Awesome. Very cool. And hopefully the sound's working well. We had some troubleshooting earlier where the sound wasn't working. Oh, sorry. I'm talking to Timeless on Twitch. He's like, yeah, everything's looking good. Yay. Well, hopefully the sounds pretty good too. Sebastian on YouTube. Money. I need to play player banker bet. Yeah, if you want, I could go over the player banker bet. I actually spent some time looking for my little like banker button, and I couldn't find it at all, and I don't know where it is, so I might have to get another banker button. Hey Blackjack Innovator, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. How's your week going so far? So I will go over the banker bet really quick, and then we will go into the dragon hand. So the banker bet, when we have, let's say all the cards out, or if we're having a shuffle machine, the cards are ready in the shuffle machine. The first round that happens, everyone has their cards, and for the dealer's hand, the dealer will have their cards, and then they'll have a little white button with the word banker on it, and this is the banker button, and they'll put the banker button on top of their hand, and that means that they're banking that hand. And banking is basically, it's what the casino does, it's the banker. So it's really good to be banker. On Pai-Gow Poker, you're allowed to be banker as the player, and this gives you a better house edge. And there are a couple rule changes that are in favor of the banker. So, for example, if any of the hands tie, then the tie goes to the banker, and the banker automatically wins. So, what usually happens is the dealer will be banker, and then after the dealer is banker, they'll ask the player, first person on the right, do you want to be banker? Person's usually like, no, I don't want to bank, you know, and then it'll go back to the dealer. And then on the next hand, they'll ask the next person, do you want to be banker? No, don't feel like banking. And then that's how some casinos do it. So they'll go player, banker, player, banker, player, banker to the players and then to the dealer. And that way everyone has the option to play. Some casinos will just go, do you want to bank? No. Do you want to bank? No. Do you want to bank? No. Nobody here on the table wants to bank. Okay, the dealer will be banker again. But if someone wants to bank, they'll bank. It really just depends on the house and the casino rules. Ha! Awesome. Thank you, Timeless. I appreciate it. Yeah, we were having some trouble earlier with the audio. Thank you very much, Timeless. And Rich says, I used to be a dealer, but I also did it for like 2 months. I miss it. You should get back into it. It's pretty fun, especially part-time. Really good. So that's the basics about Banker. If you guys have more questions about Banker, I can go over it more at the very end of this live stream, or we could dedicate an entire live stream to it, whatever you want to do. But for now, let's go over the Dragon Hand. So far, we're good on comments. No one has any questions. No one's really saying anything new, so that's cool. So let's start talking about the dragon. Okay. So, the Dragon Hand is basically a side bet that allows one player to play an additional set of cards at a time. The Dragon Hand rotates around the table so that everyone has the option of playing the Dragon Hand. 1 second. Boop. Okay, so when you're playing the Dragon Hand, usually what will happen is you'll have a bet that's $10, and let's just say the whole table is filled, everyone is playing. The only one that's not playing is this bet right here. So everybody gets their cards, and everybody would get 7 cards, but I'm not counting because I want this to be a little bit faster. So everybody gets their 7 cards, like that. And everyone's looking at their cards, they're trying to decide what they have. And this hand, where nobody's playing, since it's the very first spot on the right, this hand is now the Dragon Hand. And the dragon icon will be put on the Dragon Hand, and this indicates that that's the Dragon Hand. And the Dragon Hand icon could be different in every single casino. I've seen a whole array of Dragon Hands. So it really just depends. This is my Dragon Hand. But it's some kind of button or marker or something that is put on the Dragon Hand to signify it's a Dragon Hand. Hey Travesty, good to see you. How you doing? Glad you were able to make it. If you have any questions, let me know. We're just talking about the Dragon Hand. And like I said, if any of you guys have any questions or comments, just go ahead and put them in the comments section. This is Pai-Gow Poker, and for the people on YouTube who are watching, I am talking to Travesty on Twitch. And yeah, so he's asking what game this is, and this is Pai-Gow Poker. So usually when the Dragon Hand is played, the hand that's not being played is taken, and then it starts from the person on the dealer's left-hand side, and it goes to the right. And every person is asked, would you like to play the Dragon Hand? Would you like to play the Dragon Hand? Would you like to play the Dragon Hand? If someone decides, yes, I would like to play the Dragon Hand, they are going to put the same amount that they have playing out on the left side, the dealer's left side of their bet. And there's a reason why this happens. I'll explain in 1 second. So the dealer's like, great, you want to play the Dragon Hand. So they take the dragon icon and they place it on top of the person's cards after the person has already set their cards. So if the person's still looking at their cards and they're still trying to figure out like what they're trying to do, you have to sit there as the dealer and wait for them to finish before you could give them the Dragon Hand. So the players finish, they put their cards down, they're ready to go. And I put the dragon icon on top of their cards, and then I give them the Dragon Hand. And now they're playing a second hand that's completely different from the first, and it's like a little side bet. Let's see. On some casinos, like what I was just explaining, where the player has to be completely finished with their hand before they get to the Dragon Hand, at some casinos, they want all of the players to be completely finished with all of their cards before this person plays the Dragon Hand. I'm personally not a big fan of that because I am very aware of the time motion management that casino managers have to keep in mind. But yeah, so Timeless says, okay, I kind of understand. It's a difficult game. It totally is. And Travesty says this game sounds complicated. It totally is difficult, especially when you're first starting to learn it. But after you've learned it and you know what you're doing, it's a really, really fun game. This is actually my favorite game in the world to deal. Like, I love this game. Let's see. What is the most highest hand? Okay, so Sebastian, I think my chat is sort of cutting out. where I'm not seeing the entire chat or the entire comments. So what I see for you, Sebastian, on YouTube is what is the most highest hand. So I'm assuming you're saying what's the highest hand a player can get. The highest hand a player can get would be, let's see here. Let's give you guys one quick example of the highest hand a player can get on this game. So if someone was extremely lucky and they were able to get this hand, they would win, let's see, a 7-card royal flush, I believe, pays 5,000 to 1. And I've had 2 people in my entire lifetime of dealing this game get that, and I think only one person had money on it. Either one person had money on it or neither of them had money on it. But I had 2 people get this. So the highest one would be, let's say, 7-card straight flush, royal flush actually. So that would be, there it is. So an ace, king, queen, jack, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 8. So on the fortune bonus, on this bet right here, on the side bet right there, this is the highest hand a player can get on this game. A 7-card royal flush. And 5,000 to 1, like I said. Now, that's for the fortune bonus. That's for the side bet. If you're actually talking about the highest hand for Pai-Gow, it would be more like, let's say, a royal flush, just like this, royal flush. And then the 2 cards on the top would be a pair of aces. Because a pair of aces is the highest hand that you can have on the top pair. So your low cards, the highest low card you can have is a pair of aces, and the highest, or I shouldn't say the lowest, the highest low card you can have is a pair of aces, and the highest high hand you can have is a royal flush. So this would be the highest hand you can have. Andrew says, I'm a little lost as to this concept. Andrew on Facebook, I'm doing really good today. Andrew on YouTube is saying I'm a little lost to the concept. Yeah, it's a little difficult. Basically, this is an Asian game that became popular, especially here in America. Same with like Baccarat, mini Baccarat. You'll see Baccarat on a lot of James Bond's movies. But Pai-Gow Poker, basically it's a poker game. But it's Pai-Gow Poker. It's like a Chinese poker game. So what you're doing is you're getting 7 cards. And out of those 7 cards, you're trying to make a low hand and a high hand. You're trying to make your highest low hand that you can make and your highest high hand that you can make out of those 7 cards. And then if your top hand beats the dealer's top hand and your bottom hand beats the dealer's bottom hand, then you win. But you have to beat both of them to win. So usually what happens is, one hand wins, one hand loses, and then it's a push and nothing happens. So this is why people like playing this game, because you could sit here with $100 and play forever. And it's really, really fun. On Twitch, Timeless says, what is your favorite game to play if you were at any casino? Favorite game to play would probably be this one. I'm starting to like tiles, Pai-Gow tiles more, but I still am having trouble with it because I'm learning it. I never dealt it in a casino, but I've been trying to learn it because I was doing the script for Pai-Gow tiles. So if I went into casino, I would play Pai-Gow tiles like once or twice. But if I had a choice, it would be this game, because this game is my most favorite game out of all of the games that I have dealt. And the reason why is just it's cool, it's calm, it's collected. You just sit there, and I just enjoy this game the most. Personal preference, totally personal preference. Yeah, it is a very great social game. Johnny on YouTube, I completely agree. It's a really fun social game. And since it's so laid back and it's slow and you do a lot of pushes, you're just basically having fun the entire time and you're not losing your butt really fast. Pai-Gow tiles. Ooh, you asked an interesting question, Sebastian. I don't have my Pai-Gow tiles out right now, but basically you know what dominoes is, right? Well, Pai-Gow tiles is this game, but instead of using cards, you're using dominoes. It's a really fun game. Really, really good game. If you go on my social media, you'll probably see a couple pictures of what they look like, so you could get a good idea of that. Yeah, tiles is hard to find. It's only in a limited amount of casinos. I completely agree with you, Wolfgar. Totally. So, okay. So, we're going back to this. Let's see here. Where were we? Oh, that's what we were doing. Okay. So, where we were at this point. So the player set his cards, and now they have their dragon hand, and they set their cards too. So all the cards are set. Now, what I wanted to go over is the reason why you want the cards to always be on the left side, the dealer's left side, is because of the take and pay procedure. As the dealer, you are always supposed to do the main bet first and the side bet second, always. You would never say pay the side bet first and the main bet second. If you do, well, that's a little weird. But I know there are some carnival games that do that, but usually that's because people who invent carnival games might not be in the industry and they don't understand some, table protection aspects of it. So you always want to do the main bet first, the side bet second. That is the reason why you will put the side bet on this side of it. So that way when you're dealing the take and pay procedure and you're going from the dealer's right-hand side to the left, you're paying the main bet first and then the side bet second. And that's why you're putting that there. So now, if someone, like if I was going around and saying, do you want the dragon hand? Do you want the dragon hand? If someone was like, nah, I don't want the dragon hand. No, I don't want the dragon hand. What would happen is the dragon hand would just go in the discard rack and no one would play it. So let's see. Hey, Jose, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, for showing up. I'm really happy you're able to make it today. Do you have any soccer today? Do you have any soccer practices or anything with your soccer team going on today? And then, yeah, if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and put them on the comments. Both Twitch and YouTube are doing good, I think, on the whole comments thing. Let's see. I told you about... Oh, right. That's another thing. So, if a player, let's see. If a player has a main bet, and then they have a dragon hand bet, and their main bet gets a fortune bonus, they have a fortune bonus up, and their main bet gets the fortune bonus. Actually, let me change that up. There we go. $1 fortune bonus, because I'll say something about the $5 in a minute. If they have $1 fortune bonus up, if their dragon hand gets any of these bonus hands, their fortune bonus does not pay that dragon hand. The fortune bonus is only for the main bet. It's not for the dragon hand. Now, something different about that is if this player over here is playing and he has his cards all done and he did his thing right here, if this guy is playing and he has a $5 bet up on the fortune bonus, the $5 qualifies for an envy bonus. An envy bonus means that if anybody else on the table gets one of these fortune bonus payouts, they get paid for their envy bet. So if the dragon hand is a 7-card straight flush, because of his envy bonus, he gets paid for that. So that is that. Wolfgar asked, what if 2 or more people want the dragon? What would happen is, let's see. Okay, so you're going around and you're asking, do you want the dragon? Do you want the dragon? Like that. If the dragon hand, let's say, is this one right here, and this person wants the dragon bet right here, what the dealer would have to do, unfortunately, is because since it's this hand, they would go from this hand to the right, like that. And then they would ask everyone in turn. So they would take this and ask that, take this, ask that. That would only be at the beginning of the hand. After they've done that, let's say this guy wanted to play the dragon hand. On the next hand, after that, the next person who would be asked if they want the dragon hand is this guy. And the reason why is because this guy already played the dragon hand. So now it's this guy's turn. Do you want to play the dragon hand? Yes or no? So now he wants to play. So he plays the dragon hand. And then on the next turn, since he played the dragon hand on the last turn, the dragon hand now goes to this guy. This guy doesn't want to play the dragon hand, so now it's this guy's turn, and now this guy can finally play the dragon hand. If you were on a dead table with not very many people on there, you could play the dragon hand every time. It's not a big deal. If you have a full table, then you have to go in order, and you have to ask everybody if they want the dragon hand before it comes to your turn and you're asked that question. Does anyone else have any questions? You guys are pretty quiet on the chat today. We've only been doing this for 26 minutes. That's pretty much it, I think, with the dragon hand. Let's see if I forgot anything. Nope. Okay, that's it. Yeah. So that's everything that we have for the dragon hand. Do you guys have any questions on that? Do you understand it? Was there anything that I talked about that maybe you didn't get very well? Let me know in the comments. Hey Clayton, good to see you. How you doing? Thanks for showing up. Also, do you have any other questions for Fortune Bonus or like anything else on the Pai-Gow game? I quickly went over it and explained to you about the game, so if you have any questions about the game in particular, now is the perfect time to ask. So on Twitch, Timeless says, how are the payouts? The payouts are pretty good. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. You might be able to see this one right here the most. What we have, and I'll explain it to you, straight, 3 of a kind, flush, full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush, royal flush, 5 aces, because a joker is considered an ace, so you can have 5 aces on this game. A 7-card straight flush with a joker, a royal flush plus a royal match, and then a 7-card straight flush with a no joker. The 7-card straight flush with the no joker is the one I was talking about, where it was like 5,000 to 1. On this one, it's 8,000 to 1 for the fortune bonus, and then for the envy bonus, it's 5,000. So if this guy's playing $5 instead of $1, and this guy gets a 7-card straight flush, this dude now just got $5,000. So the payout for that, straight gets 2 to 1, 3 to 1 for a 3 of a kind, 4 to 1 for a flush, 5 to 1 for a full house, 25 for a 4 of a kind, 50 to 1 for a straight flush, and I believe a 4 of a kind is where the envy bonus starts. So you have to have a minimum of 4 of a kind to get your envy bonus of $5. The straight flush, 50 to 1 or $20 envy. Let's see. The royal flush is 150 to 1 or a $50 envy. 5 aces is 400 to 1 or a $250 envy. 7-card straight flush, 1,000 to 1 with a $500 envy, and a royal flush plus a royal match, 2,000 to 1 with a $1,000 envy. So the envies are, I like playing the envy. It has a high house edge, as with every side bet. Every side bet has a high house edge, but I just think the envy bet is fun, and I enjoy it a lot. So Wolfgar says, seems clear, the hardest part is learning how to set the cards. I completely agree with you, Wolfgar. Learning how to set the cards is the hardest part about this, but honestly, that's the part that I enjoy the most. That's like the funnest part for me, is setting the cards. And what he's talking about, for anyone who doesn't know, damn, so a lot of money to be made, basically. Sounds great to me. Yeah, you can make a lot of money, especially when you're playing the fortune bonus at the right time. Definitely. So we'll go over a few ways to set the cards. And if you have any other questions, let me know. Put them in the comments, and we will answer that for you. And also, just, tell me how your day is. What's new with you guys? You doing anything fun this weekend? Have anything fun planned? Anyone going snow skiing or anything? Let me know. So the first one, we'll do the first one. Each player gets 7 cards. So out of these 7 cards, they try to make a 5-card high hand and a 2-card low hand. When you get your 7 cards, it might be a little confusing at first. So a good idea is to put them from the highest to the lowest as far as order. So we have a Jack 9 7 for a pair of 3s and a 2. The pair of 3s are our high card. That's like the highest that we have in this hand is the pair of 3s. So the pair of 3s is going to be our high. And then the second highest cards is the Jack 9. So the Jack 9 is now our low hand. Our 2 cards that are our highest low hand. And then the pair of 3s is our high hand. Okay? I know it's a little bit confusing. Let me go over it one more time. The pair of 3s, 5 cards. This is your best 5-card poker hand. So the pair of 3s is our best 5-card poker hand. So those 5 cards is our high hand. After that, the 2 cards that are the highest after that is your low hand. So that's your highest low hand that you can make. And our Jack 9 was our cards that were the highest after that. So that's our highest low hand that we can make. So the Jack 9 would be on top, the pair of 3s would be on the bottom. Let's see. Oh, wow, you guys are talking a lot in there. Okay, let me see what your comments are. You guys are talking quite a bit. Let's see. We'll do Twitch first, since we only have one new comment on Twitch. I hurt my lower back today working. Oh, no! That sucks. What were you doing? What exercise were you doing, Timeless? On YouTube, we have, let's see, Jose has a basketball game tonight. Oh, cool. Not a soccer game, a basketball game. Good luck, Jose. I hope you guys win. Wolfgar says it's still raining here in Southern California. Jose says it never rains in Southern California. Yeah, it's raining out here, too. It's been raining all day today. I wasn't even able to take the dogs walking or anything because it was just so wet and so cold. Clayton says, what is your opinion on the fortune bonus? As in, do you like it? Do you recommend betting on it? My opinion on the fortune bonus is just like every side bet, it's going to have a high house edge. So just so you are aware of that as you're going into it, is that the side bet always has a higher house edge than the main bet. On that note, I like playing it. I just have fun with it. I like the thrill of it. I enjoy it. It's just fun for me. I don't care if it has a higher house edge. I'm playing for the entertainment value. So that's the reason why I play it. But it really just depends on the person. So I hope that answers your question, Clayton. Wolfgard, trust me, it rains here. Jose, I thought it poured. Cool. Okay, so we went over your comments and your questions. We'll do one more hand and explain how to set it. And after that, if you guys don't have any other comments or questions or anything like that, basically we'll call this live stream done after all of you guys are done asking your comments and questions and all of that. Or saying, not asking comments, but you know what I mean. Travesty on Twitch says, I like playing side bets a lot. Yeah, some side bets are really fun. Completely agree about that. Okay. So, again, the player's going to get 7 cards. And out of those 7 cards, ooh, oh wow, that's cool. Okay, so we have a pair of 8s, a pair of 7s, a pair of 6s, and a 2. 1, 2, 3, almost. We had 4 cards to a flush, so we almost had a flush there. So what do we do with 3 pair? This is a really great question. I will ask you guys a trivia question today. Does anyone know how you set this? This is actually one of my favorite ones to set. So I'm really happy that we got this and I got to do an example of this. But before I do that, I want to ask you, do you guys know how to set it? Trivia question of the day. Ha! On Twitch, the big Meowski, Shackelford does not like side bets. You are absolutely right. Mike does not like side bets, and he has told me that many times. Mike is an awesome, awesome friend of mine, and we talk about this kind of stuff all the time. And actually, he was on a couple of my videos, too, talking about strategy and everything. But you are absolutely right. Mike is completely against side bets, swears them off, and says do not play it. Completely agree with that. On Twitch, Timeless says, I think I hurt it lifting weights. I messed up my form and strained my back. That sucks. Yeah, lifting weights, you got to be careful with that. Totally. I hope you feel better. Rest. Take it easy. Don't do too much. Just take care of yourself. Let's see, on YouTube, Johnny says, what reptile is in the tank in the Happy Dance video on Patreon? Actually, you guys, can you see her from here? You might be able to see her from here. Do you guys want to see Shiva real quick? Shiva is my ball python. I have had her for 14 years. I got her when she was 6 inches long. She is now, I think, 5 feet long at the moment. I'm giving her like small to medium rats to eat. She like totally graduated from the mice a long time ago, and now I'm giving her rats. But yeah, so do you guys want to see? Okay, cool. So yeah, you want to see her? Okay, let's see if you guys can see her on here. So I have these curtains that completely hide the rest of my area, my studio. And one of the things that I'm hiding, I don't know if you could see her. If you could see her, she is right there. She is just chilling out right there on her little thing. I have a little standing cage for her I made, and she has her normal cage over here with her heat lamp, and then if she wants, she could climb over here, and it's her climbing cage. So I set it up so that way she could climb up and down, and she has like a little pool at the bottom that she could swim in, and like a little hiding area down there, and it's like a little trapeze area type of a thing that she likes to climb up and down and sometimes hang out in. But yeah, so that's Shiva. That's my baby. I got 3 pets: Pip, Pomeranian Poodle, Scooter, my Beagle Schnauzer, and Shiva, my ball python. So yeah, that's my baby. And she's looking at me like, what do you want? Why are you bothering me? You know I'm sleeping, right? Okay. So yeah, that's her. Andrew's like, oh my god. Rich is like, nice. So yeah, when you're watching my videos and you see these black curtains, just know that one of the black curtains is hiding a 5-foot long ball python, my baby. Yeah, and she escaped one time too. Right after I made the climbing cage, I didn't secure it as securely as I thought, and she was able to get out, and I didn't realize it until my friends, so it was late one night, I think it was late on a Saturday night, and it was me and my 2 girlfriends, and we were sitting at the table, and we were talking and playing games and having fun, and one of my girlfriends looks over and she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my, you have a snake. And I'm like, yeah, I know I have a snake. She's right over there. And she's like, no, your snake. And I look over, and this huge, like the thickest part of her body was going from under, like where my wash machine is, where my kitchen is, and underneath the kitchen cabinet. And I'm like, oh, Shiva, you're free. Okay. So we actually had to break open my kitchen, like, she got underneath the kitchen cabinets, and I had to take my hammer, and I basically had to destroy the bottom half of my cabinets to get the opening. And I was able to reach in there and grab her and pull her out and put her back in the cage. And I know we have a picture on the internet somewhere of that. But yeah, but my friends were sort of freaking out. They're like, you don't want to reach in there and get her. I'm like, well, I mean, if she bites me, just get a camera and take a video of it, because I want to see that stuff. Okay, so enough of that. Let's see what you guys are saying on here. Clayton asked, what is your favorite casino game to play? Mine is craps. Let me know what your favorite casino game to play is. My favorite game is Pai-Gow Poker. Tell me what your favorite casino game is in the chats. I'd like to hear that. So, yes. Okay, back to this hand. Johnny says 6s and 7s in the high hand and 8s in the low hand. Johnny, you got that absolutely correct. Good job. Very nice. So, with this hand, going back to the hand, completely went sidetracked on the snake thing. We have 3 pair. We have a pair of 6s, a pair of 7s, and a pair of 8s. What do? Johnny is absolutely correct. What we do is we keep the 2 lowest pair together to form 2 pair, and the highest pair we put on the top for a low hand. And this gives us the strongest hand that we have. So the highest pair, the pair of 8s, is on the top, and 2 pair, which is higher than 1 pair, 2 pairs on the bottom for the high hand. And then 2 is just like sort of, the third wheel or the odd man out. But yeah, so that's how you set that hand. Very, very good, Johnny. So let's see. Jose says, I love craps too. Rich says, I love blackjack and craps. Holy crap, all of you guys like craps. Maybe I need to do a live stream craps. I have a craps layout. It would just be on my blackjack table. But I could do that one day. We should try that. So Timeless on Twitch says, what are you doing this weekend, Heather? Any plans? What am I doing this weekend? Yes, I do have plans. Actually, on Sunday, I am going to see Styx with my boyfriend, Joe. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see, I got that for him for Christmas. It's a Styx concert, and I was able to get that to him for a Christmas gift. And we are going to go see Styx on Sunday. So that's what I'm doing this weekend. What are you guys doing this weekend? Big Meowski says craps 21 tied. Yeah, definitely craps in 21. JOB VP slot. JOB. Okay. Do not know what JOB is. I know VP is very important person. Okay, tell me what JOB VP is. Totally. Does anyone else have any questions? We could go over one more hand, and then I think we'll call it quits for the day. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Okay. Last hand we're going to go over. So, person gets 7 cards. And we have a jack, a 10, 8, 7, a pair of 4s, and a 2. A lot of blacks. Let's see. Clubs. So only 2 clubs and 4. So we're 4 to a flush. Okay, so 4 to a flush, so we don't have to worry about the flush. So the pair of 4s are our high hand. And then the second highest cards, the 2 second highest cards after that, is the jack and the 10. So the jack and the 10 go in the top, and the pair of 4s go in the bottom. So that's how we would set that hand. Johnny asks, when you were a dealer, which casinos did you deal in? I dealt poker at the Sahara. I dealt craps at the Golden Nugget. And all the other games, blackjack, mini baccarat, Pai-Gow poker, roulette, carnival games, all that fun stuff. At let's see, the Gold Coast, the Rio, the Westin Carcerina, and I said the Sahara, I said the Golden Nugget, and I was at the Hard Rock for a little bit. So those were the casinos I was working at. And Clayton says, what inspired you to be a table games dealer? Food, and paying for food, and paying for rent. That's what inspired me to be a casino game dealer. Having no money. I was working as a secretary. I was making $8 an hour. I could barely afford to feed myself. I think I was doing like $30 or $20 in food or something, like just to get food. And I'm like, yeah. So at the time, my boyfriend, who I was with at the time, not the boyfriend now, old boyfriend, actually ex-husband, he paid for my dealing school, and got me in. And he's like, you have to have a better job. This is crazy. And he's the one that had me learn how to deal. And of course, I paid him back and everything. But yeah, so that's how I got into dealing. Ha! Yeah, the Sahara was a great casino, definitely. On Twitch, Timeless says, very cool, sticks. Haha, you're an awesome girlfriend. Thanks. Big Meowski, Jacks are better. Yep, video poker, that's a good one. I realized you're all about table games, but there is some crossover interest with machines. Cool. Let me know if there's any crossover thing that I could do that you have any questions on, totally. Let's see. What was your favorite casino to work at? That's an easy question. The Rio. Harrah's owned the Rio at the time when I worked there, and they were really fantastic. They cared about their people. They were good to their people. They were really big on customer service. They had so many incentives. We had a program where, like, if you get so many comments or if you get so many, people, player recommendations, then you would get a bonus check, and they would actually give you a really nice bonus check and everything. So you would get like a $300 or $400 bonus check for no reason, and it was just really awesome. And they tried to take really good care of you. So that was the best one I ever worked at, for sure. Yeah, looking forward to Circa Downtown when it gets built. Johnny said that on YouTube. I can't deal, but I'd like to be a poker floor manager. You could totally do that. I don't know. I think you could deal, Andrew. I think you might be able to deal. Very possible. And I think you only have to deal for a small amount of time to be a floor person. Like, you could basically go from just starting out being a dealer to being a floor person in like less than 3 months. So it's very possible. Let's see, on Twitch, Timeless says, this weekend I don't have much planned. Probably just going to game and get me some red wine and pizza. Yes, pizza! It'd make it better next time. That's awesome. I love that, Timeless. What game are you playing? What are you going to play when you do that? Let me know. Rich says, I'm starting to like this game. Yeah, this is a really fun game. I really enjoyed this game a lot. Wolfgar would have to know games and, deal to manage. Yeah. So, Wolfgar, I completely agree with you, too. I don't agree with them putting someone in from dealing to management in under 3 months. It happens all the time. People do it all the time. It's actually common. But I totally agree with you, Wolfgar. Like, to be a really good floor person, you need to know the game really well, and the only way to know the game really well is to deal it for a long period of time. So yeah, I do agree with you on that completely. Hey Snyder, good to see you again. Glad you're able to make it. I hope our interconnection is good this time. We're not doing a Let's Play today, Snyder. We are doing an open classroom, so I am answering your questions. If you have any questions on the game, we're not playing the game. We're just talking about it, and I'm answering your questions and explaining stuff to you. But we are going to do another Let's Play live stream on, what were we doing? Monday at 7 p.m. And I think I asked you guys what we were going to do for the next live stream, but I can't remember what you guys said. Mini Baccarat, maybe? Maybe Pai-Gow? If you remember, let me know. So, okay. Last one. This is the very last hand, and then I'll answer questions, and then we are going to call it a day for the day. I found some really good, like, royalty-free music. So I made a big old playlist for it and everything. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know it's not everybody's taste. Ha! Snyder, that's awesome. Yes, it's just a joke because we lost connection or communication the last time. I'm glad you remembered. I remember you, Snyder. You're cool. And we will totally get you in. The next time we do the Let's Play live stream, we will have you in there. We'll have you playing. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be really cool. Timeless. I am Timeless on Twitch. I am going to re-download Rocket League. Come on over sometime, and I'll save you some wine and pizza. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. You are so sweet. I like you. You're cool. Okay, so last hand, we got 4 cards. 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 cards there. Let's see what we got. So remember, we are going to put it from the highest to the lowest. So we have a 10, a 9, a 6, a pair of 5s, a 4, and a 2. So looking at this, no flush, no straight. We have a pair of 5s. So our pair of 5s is our highest hand. So they're going to go over here. Now after that, you can see that our second highest is the 10 and the 9. So the 10 and the 9 will be our low hand, and the pair of 5s will be a high hand. And the 6, 4, 2 is just sort of left over. So cool. Okay, if you have any more questions, comments, concerns, jokes, puns, anything like that, put them in the comments. Otherwise, I will probably see you guys on Monday. Let me know what you have to say. Haha, I know you're my buddy now, Heather. Ah, you're so cool. Thank you, Timeless. Timeless on Twitch. Awesome. Good. Cool. Snyder, yeah, I'll totally see you then. Monday at 7 p.m. I really hope you're at my table, Snyder. Awesome. I hope you have a good day too, Jose. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for having fun. Thanks for talking with me. I really look forward to this. And if you have any suggestions for the next live stream, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm always up for suggestions. Thank you, Wolfgar. I appreciate that. I hope you have a good evening too. Thank you. Thank you so much, Travesty. Travesty from Twitch. Thank you so much for showing up. Really appreciate it. Same with you, Timeless. Thank you so much for showing up. You guys are awesome. Johnny! Yay! Thank you, Johnny. And don't forget to support on Patreon. Thank you so much, John. Really appreciate that. Yep, I'm on Patreon if you ever want to support. Also, Super Chat helps. Much appreciated. Thank you, Rich. Have a good day. I hope you have a good one. And crafts! Clayton, I will totally do crafts. Okay, we already have our first suggestion. Have a great day, you guys. I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace out.